Welcome back, Boutique Babes. This is Sharon's Nail Boutique. This is the set that I did on my left hand. And we are using McCart's Hooked on Love Nail Decoration Set. I will leave the link for this in the description index below. We will also be using Beetle's Gel Art Liners, their Valentine's edition. Look at these gorgeous goodies, okay? We're not going to be using any of the glitters today, but we will be using those gorgeous stickers. And I'll be doing another video with these glitters because I really want to share them with you all, but that is what you can find in that container. These are the gel liners, the Valentine's editions. Gorgeous, okay? And I have two separate marble hacks for you in this. And I'm going to be using Astound's Polygel as well in some of the colors, like the light lavenders and the creamy nude. That's why I'm going through this like really quick with you all, just to kind of share with you the colors that I liked. And honestly, I love Astound's Polygel. I think it's just as good as SXC. I really love the consistency. These are my new XXL Unagella tips, and I'm actually just cutting off these sides just to share with you all that you can clip off the edges of a pinched tip to give you like more of that flat coffin look. That's why I demonstrated it for you on this pointer nail. I'm going to be using K. Lange's Aurora. Beautiful, beautiful pink and iridescent glitter mix. Gorgeous, gorgeous mix. So happy I could finally use it. And I'm actually going to be using it, the reason I show you this with the cuticle oil is because I actually ended up using cuticle oil on my nail beds before I went in with my base coat. That way I could pull off my nails easier. And it actually works. So I'm just going in, gluing all those tips really quickly. And I'm going in with McCart's base coat. I didn't take really any of the length off of these. I mean, I filed them some at the tip, but didn't really take anything off. So I'm just showing you really quick. I'm using McCart's file, the 100-180 grit file that comes in the House of Florist kit. Just filing that into shape, and I'm just sharing with you how flat you can get it. You don't have to have that extreme pinched C curve. So just getting out all the colors now that I'm going to be using, and yes, it is a lot. So, and I actually did this because I ended up going in with a marble with a whole bunch of colors, but right now we're actually doing our color blocking hearts. And I actually, if you missed my last year's Valentine's set, you definitely need to go and check that out. I need to learn how to put the videos up in the video so you guys could just like click on the link. I'm gonna ask my son to teach me how to do that so that I could give it to you guys quicker. You could just kind of click on the video as I put it up. But yes, I have a video from last year of me using SXC's Vamp kit and McCart's House of Florist, where I did these same type of hearts, color blocking hearts, and I fill in around them with like the nude. So I go in with quite a few hearts on here and I just build them up. If I have to add a little bit more, I will. But I really, really love building up like color blocking with Polygel because it just makes it so much easier. And yeah, I just pretty much use my brush to get that shape of the heart that I want. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but they look like hearts, so that's all that matters. And you're gonna be, to create the dip in the heart, you're gonna be using like the toe of your brush, like literally the point of it. You're just gonna kind of be sticking into the top of that heart like so. And then you're just gonna keep like molding around the edges, making sure it's smooth, it's getting that like tail swoop. And then you keep creating that dip and that wedge in between to give it that shape. Spread it out if you have to, kind of push it apart, making sure that you're getting that nice heart shape. And then I cure them for 30 to 60 seconds. If I want to do like a flash cure, I do that really fast for like 10 seconds. If I have to add a little more to build it up, I will, which I do. And I go in with my light pink now, build another heart over here. And I did a few of these. I did the dark pink, the red, the light pink. I did the periwinkle color, like the bluish purple color. These nails came out so pretty. And of course, I still have my thumbnail on from the last set that I did. I actually am gonna, I'll get that video up first anyways, but yes, you guys have already seen that. So I'm hoping that you guys are all enjoying these videos lately. Let me know what you think of the content. Let me know what you'd like to see more of, what you weren't so fond of, what you'd like to see me do. Yeah, because other than that, I mean, I'm just kind of going by what I like to do, but it's only because I don't really hear too much from y'all. I mean, the things I do hear are all positive. But yeah, guess we'll just keep going how we've been going, but hopefully one day something will just click, you know, it'll catch on. But yeah, so we're just gonna, I'm actually looking into better lighting, and I actually am begging my husband to get me an iPhone because I think the quality of the, like, just overall video quality will be so much clearer, and the lighting will be better. So when I look at my daughter's iPhone and I look at the, like, the just the camera shots alone are way better quality. And here I am thinking my Galaxy S10 Plus was was lit when I got it. I'm looking at the quality compared to my last Android phone. It really is much better, but it's not where it's at right now. I need something with more oomph. I need clarity. I need clarity in my life, damn it. So I'm going in now with this light purple heart, and just the same thing, guys. I'm just building the shape, making sure that I'm getting that heart shape right before I put it in my lamp. And then I will go in with my next color. I think I do one more heart after this in like a periwinkle type color. That, yes, right there, the bluish purple color. Love this color. Super, super dope. Love it. And this is from the McCart's House of Florists kit. There's so many colors in that kit. I love McCart's Polygel. I really do. And I love a sound in SXC. I highly recommend all three of these companies. Even Burano and Beetles. Like, I don't know how Beetles Polygel is, but I know that Burano's Polygel is really good. Their gel polishes are really good. So I highly recommend any of those. Now, obviously, first on my list would be McCart. And guys, I'm so excited because I don't know when it'll be coming, but I got the subscription box, the Luxe, the most expensive one. So we'll be getting those once a month. So I'll be opening those with y'all once a month. So I'm thinking about doing a giveaway where I add one of these boxes into the giveaway, but I haven't had anybody commenting like the secret messages that I put through my videos. I haven't had any. I think one person or two people like commented on one particular statement I said to put in there, but they didn't catch everything that I said. So I don't know. It's just people, I don't think that people watch long enough. But we'll see what happens. I mean, something's gotta give one of these days where, I don't know, maybe I'll start making like the videos shorter and just kind of basic. You know, I do realize that people's attention is like, unless it's like really, really, really drawing you in, or you've already been a subscriber of that person for so long and most of the videos you're drawn into. So naturally you just watch all the videos. I have a few people like that on my channel that like to binge watch my videos. However, I'm trying to get to the mass, like reach the masses. I want to make videos that are easy to follow, aren't too long, I guess, and just a little more simplistic. So maybe I could just start breaking down my sets a little bit more. Maybe start doing one finger at a time and just like quick designs. I don't know. Maybe like quicker videos would be easier to follow. And then once I gain a bigger following, I could start doing the longer videos again. We'll see what happens, but I'm definitely looking into better quality footage, whether that be through an iPhone or an actual like Canon or Sony camera, like the big boys. Anyways, I'm taking Astound Cream Nude and I'm just filling in around those hearts because this is basically what you're going to do with color blocking. You're going to build up your designs with whichever color blocking designs you're doing. And then when you go in to fill in around it, you want to make sure that you're getting in all those spaces, all those nooks and crannies there, because when we come back in, when we file, we're going to want to file all the way through until we reveal those hearts. Hence the name color blocking, and why at the end you reveal the shapes of your design and the color in between around and around them. So it looks really, really cool. That's why I was saying to go check out my other video, because that one is really, really nice. It came out really good. So yeah, and I'm gonna be doing more Valentine sets for you all until we get to Valentine's Day, obviously. But yeah, I really like how these came out. Let me know what you all think of these in the comments below. And yeah, color a little bit of time. Excuse the noise there. It can take a little bit of time, but it's so worth it in the end, because the way that I don't know, the way the design reveals itself, it's so satisfying. So I'm just going to take my creamy nude and build up my cuticle area. Well, not cuticle area, make it thin back there, but then we're going to build up our apex. So we naturally are tapered in and around the cuticle. Just kind of patting that in and around there, making sure it's thin, but making sure we have coverage. And then we start pulling down the rest of our product. Once we have like our apex in place. And now we start kind of molding the rest of it down. And I think I do maybe add a little bit more after I cure it, just to kind of build up my apex a little bit more. But it doesn't really fully matter, because we're not really building up our apex right now anyways. It's more or less just filling in the rest of those gaps. And then when we file, I'm gonna file everything down till we reveal our shapes, and then I come in and I encapsulate with the clear polygel from a cart, which I love. I actually have Venelisa's clear polygel, and I freaking hate it. It is so sticky. Like, literally, Venelisa's polygel, the clear polygel anyways, is super duper sticky. Like, you could barely even... It's not spreadable. It's, like, so sticky. It's more like a gel. Like, you would have to use it like a gel. That's how sticky it is. But anyways, I'm just kind of perfecting that around the edge there. You know, because I did this as like a quick set, I didn't really do too much. Like, I did prep, but I didn't, because as you know, I said with the cuticle oil, I want to be able to take these off really quickly. So that's why I don't do too much prep in between sets like this, because I'm going to be taking them off quickly. So I want to be able to just pop them off. And if you do too good of a prep, they're going to stay on for a while. So I've just finished kind of molding that into the nail, in and around those hearts. And you don't have to cover them as much as what I'm doing. I just like to be thorough and make sure I have polygel everywhere I need it. And sometimes I go overboard, but I'd rather have enough than not enough. Just making sure that my shape is good. Making sure everything is kind of nice and even. Clean up around those edges. Now, after I cured it, I'm coming in and adding a little bit more up at that cuticle area, because I just felt like it needed a bit more around those edges, just to make sure when I come in and file that I'm not taking off too much, because there wasn't enough product to begin with. So I just want to make sure that that's filled in enough before I come in and file a bunch of it off. So polygel is a little trickier. Like, you want to make sure that you're curing. Like, if you're trying to build up your apex and you're having a hard time with the polygel, you want to make sure that you're like curing in between. That way you can like build up your layers and you're getting that height that you need. You know, because polygel could be tricky. It could be one of those materials that like it just continues to kind of mold down. Like as you're pulling it, it kind of follows you. So I always just recommend with polygel anyways to like cure if you can in between certain parts. That way you have an easier time building up your apex. I don't know why I ended up going in with so much nude, because I ended up filing this off anyways. But I think I was just really, really trying to be super thorough, basically. I didn't need to be. I mean, I did not need all of this polygel, but it is what it is. So, yeah, I probably wasted some, but once I file that... Oh, this is the marble hack, guys. Okay, this is the first marble hack, okay? So I put all my colors, so cool, all of them on the edge of this tip right next to each other, and all you're going to be doing is swirling and patting them out. Like, literally, you're just patting, and you're kind of like pulling your brush through, kind of going crisscross side to side, and you're going to pull off your excess, right? And then you're just going to add it to the top, and literally, naturally, it's just going to keep kind of blending and swirling together as you go. And this is such a cool hack because it literally takes the guesswork out of it. Like, you don't have to guess at anything. You literally just put all your colors on there and you just start doing what you does, honey. That's it. You just pull in the color, like literally you're just kind of putting them all next to each other. And some might say, oh, how is that a hack? It's a hack because you don't have to do you don't have to do nothing. You just put all your colors on your nail. Like literally, it takes all the work out of it for you, and it just kind of marbles naturally on its own together. I really, really love how this marble came out. And that's not all. I have 2 marble hacks in here for you. So this nail, this polygel marble hack is where it's at. I love how this marble came out. Honestly, I don't think it could have came out better if I tried so hard myself. Like, even if I would have taken say a toothpick and swirled the colors like that, I think this way still was honestly, it came out so good. It just looks so good. And then I took my excess, because obviously I don't like wastage. So I took that excess that was marbled already, and I used that to pat it in. And then I put a couple more colors. Watch what I do. You'll see. So I take my red, and then I'll take my pink, and then my periwinkle, my white, and some more. Yes. And look, you just kind of take them and you just do what you does. And it does it. Look it's marbling on its own. You're just patting and pulling, literally. And it does its own thing. It wants to do its own thing. Polygel is one of those products that it just so, like I said, nice and easy. How freaking cool does that look? Seriously, guys. So good. That marble came out so good. I really, really, really love how these colors marbled together too. So pretty. Look at that. And that was not difficult at all. So this pointer finger is where I use the glitter, the Aurora glitter. So I basically put a blob of the clear polygel, and then I just dip my finger into that glitter so it can stick to the clear polygel. That's another easy way to get that on there. And then I'm just kind of dipping my brush in the alcohol. I use alcohol to move my polygel around. I don't typically really like to use the base gel. I just prefer alcohol. I feel like it's a smoother blend. That's all. I guess it depends on what slip solution you use, but I don't know. Let me know what your guys' favorite slip solution to use is. Is it alcohol, or do you like to use the base coat? I'm just going to finish up with this, and then I come in with a 3-color ombre over the top of the glitter. I think I use a dark pink, a light pink, and then I use that periwinkle color. It's really, really pretty. It ends up looking so good. I really, really like how the blends came out over this nail. So yeah, I use the glitter at the tip. Kind of do like a glitter ombre, I guess you could say. Yep. So I'll get that perfected first, and then we'll come in with the light. I believe we do the light pink first, and then we do the darker pink, and then we do the periwinkle last. Put that cuticle. So just making sure that everything is molded properly. So this is our first color, the light pink. Now when I do ombres with Polygel, I like to make sure that the product is where it needs to be. Like as far as like the structure of it goes, the blend, all of that. The thickness, all of it. Because since Polygel is such a moldable product, there really is no excuses on if it looks all discombobulated and uneven and stuff. I mean, really, there's no excuses because you have forever and a day to perfect it before you put it in your lamp. So that's what I does. I perfect it. I'm blending it over the glitter. Just making sure that I push back up. So, see what I mean, though? How, like, the Polygel just naturally wants to follow you everywhere you go. It's a clingy bitch. Let me tell you. It's a clingy bitch. Then I go in with my dark pink. And I'm going to leave most of that, like, in that one area. And just blend that bottom portion. And then our next color will be that beautiful bluish purple. Yes, sorry, my light died. Oh my god. I was doing my nails for so long that my freaking light died. That's horrible. So I'm taking that bluish periwinkle, making sure I got it perfect at that cuticle because we will be encapsulating this nail. And then I just kind of blend that bottom portion over that dark pink, but I'm making sure it's not making sure it's not covering it too much, you know. So I always say, like, a little bit of this stuff goes such a long way. It really does. Like, I probably had a little too much on here, especially because I wanted the pink to show. So that's what I did. I just pushed it like up some and then made sure that you could see the pink underneath there, and then I'll come in and I will encapsulate. Yes. So you just want to make sure that your brush has, you know, alcohol on it because it ends up getting sticky. That's only, like, I guess that's one of the things I don't really like about Polygel is how sticky it can get sometimes, but you know, you learn ways to deal with that, little tips and tricks along the way. So this is our second marble hack, y'all. So cool. So you just take your liner gels and you're going to put them all out on top of each other like this. You're going to take a brush that you don't really care about, like this one for me, and you're just going to kind of like pull your brush through those colors as you see fit. It's not like you don't got to go crazy with it. Someone gave me advice and said to clean off the brush in between each pull. So that way you're not kind of like bleeding the colors together that you don't want and making like a crappy dookie color. So these colors are so pretty though, but look at how easy that marble hack is. Obviously, it could have came out better, obviously, but don't judge. Don't judge. This marble hack is where it's at, y'all, because it's so easy. Not really messy. You're literally just putting your colors one after another. I mean, it's super duper easy. Like, just as easy as the Polygel one. If not, it's easier probably because you don't have to do all that molding and everything. You're literally just pulling each of those colors through one another and just making sure that it's not overly bulky, because with gel, they will it cures and then it bubbles if it's too thick. So you just want to make sure those sides are nice and kind of tucked in, making sure you have a nice even surface and that it's not too bulky. So we're going to go in and encapsulate this glitter nail. Yes, I love this process, especially when you're doing like over glitter. I really like it. But I think Makart's clear polygel is one of the clearest polygels that I've worked with. I think I'm going to do a video like that coming up soon, like the clearest polygels. I think I have a couple different kinds. I have Gershon, I have Makart, I have Burano. I don't think I have any by SXC because they don't typically send clears in with their kits. So I take that excess. See, that's why you should have no waste, because with polygel, you can reuse the product. So I took off that excess and I added it to my cuticle area since we still needed to do the cuticle bead anyways. So, but in hindsight, I probably should have cured the rest of that first, because like I said, when you're doing that, it tends to want to follow your brush down with you, so then you end up losing your apex basically. So just making sure that that nail is built properly before I put it in the lamp. Ooh, we're adding stickers, and then we're going to encapsulate over the marble. So I'm adding lips to this marble first. I do 3 of the drippy lips on this one. And I am using my hands, but typically I wouldn't be doing this, y'all. I would be using tweezers. I do never recommend using your hands to pull off stickers and put them on, because you're getting the oils from your fingers like on the sticky side, and they'll have a hard time sticking. So I would never recommend doing it this way. I always say use your tweezers. I was in a rush though, and I was going to be taking these off soon. So yes, that's why I did that. But added 4 of them to this one, and then I encapsulated over these. I love how this marble came out. Do not forget to try these marble hacks, y'all, and let me know how they turn out for you. Tag me in your video, whatever you want to do, but let me know how these marble hacks work out for you. That's it though. That is literally all I have for y'all today, boutique babes. I hope you will join me in my next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new here. Also, if you are already existing subby, don't forget to like and share this video. I will see y'all in my next one, boutique babes. Bye.